Ow! And it's a double whammy because I've got 0 FPS.
I have noticed that the frame rate is considerably dropped. It has been quite a few years since I've been a road rager. I wasn't the sort to, like, get out of the car and start yelling and going off at people. I just, sit in my car, yell and rage all on my own. It's because I don't really have a place to have, like, an outlet to scream at things, and traffic was an easy thing to scream at. Though, there is still one thing that I truly think is completely unforgivable, and that's tailgating. If I'm in the slow lane, then there's no issue. And if I'm in the fast lane, I'm doing the speed limit, maybe a little bit over even, and I'm overtaking a car at a reasonable speed, then it's also not an issue. They're the ones with the issue, and they're making it our issue. The Scourge has got me thinking though, and I really do honestly think that just a lot of the Scourge just don't really know how to drive and don't realize when they're actually tailgating. I'd love to give them a warning saying, hey, you're tailgating, without having to actually dangerously brake check. Don't brake check. It's quite dangerous. Because if they do hit us, sure, they may be in the wrong. You'll probably also get pinged with a little bit of blame from the police for reckless driving or something like that. If I wanted to do this digitally, I realized that I would need some sort of radar sensor at the back to be able to check how close they were. Then I remembered that my car has reversing parking sensors, and I should be able to tap into that probably. And then also grab the car's speed data, and then I think I should be able to display a screen at the back of my car when people start getting too close and make it brighter and brighter as they get closer. But this is some tricky stuff to do, so I thought maybe I should make a proof of concept before making this a thing on my IRL channel. However though, this would take raycasting. Not the graphic stuff, though it's very similar. What it is a point of origin, a direction, and then waiting for this imaginary line between those things to hit an object of some sort. I've asked about this in the past, and the results were close but no cigar. However, now things are a little bit different. I've been able to dig a little bit deeper into the code, and there's this website. I'll put a link to it in the description, and I think it really helps. So we'll make our mod here, and then pretend I know what it is that I'm doing. I think. And now all I have to do is get an origin, a target, and include terrain. I don't know what that means. And render I also don't know what that means. Seems that we have a use of it here. Distance to ground? Got the camera position, a Vec 3, but I don't know how we have the include terrain and render geometry options. Maybe they're meant to be set to just true or false as a boolean, maybe? So, local origin target. And now I think I search through a table. How do I search through tables again? I think it's vdata nodes. Then we'll try to just print, and I suppose refresh. Nothing's happening. Perfect. So let's make it a slot part then. Hopefully this should work to make it a selectable slot now. And perfect, an error. Good. Okay, well, it sucks that it's there, but at least we got an error. The path is a table value. Does that even mean? I'll try moving my lure over here. I shouldn't now need this, and it'll just work all the time. That's great. That's what we want. A mod that does its own thing. Okay, I had to relaunch the game, and now it works. So we have info. Now I could use vehicle get position, but I'm eventually going to want to get a specific node. Ooh. I was able to get the right node. So I basically got it to sort through all of this to then find B name. Okay, I can make this work. If b.name is equal to R3, then we'll always find R3. What if we have a vehicle that doesn't have an R3 node? Oh, god damn it. You know what, it's fine. We'll make sure it's only for the BX. Hopefully. Oh, yes, R3, yay. Perfect. Okay, we just need to get the name origin, obj, Get node position. I don't know how to do this. Here we go. I'm not fully sure if I have to put anything in here. It should be fine. Nope. Failed immediately. Probably A. And, oh, we're getting our vector 3. Yes. Make a duplicate of this. Make this R4. This one will be target. Now, I don't know, but we're just going to try it. Okay. This is my first ever time that I think I've gotten anywhere close to raycasting working. Unpause? Okay, yep, no, immediately. Okay, cast ray and nil val. I think I might try cast ray static. And, okay, no, immediately it's also a fail. Damn it! I knew that cast ray was going to be problematic. But this is really annoying. I just realized, I think this is actually meant to be object cast ray. So as we can give it a try, nothing is working. I wonder if I can do away with these for now. No, I can't. Still get a nil value. Turns out what I needed to have was a distance in there. So, will this work? I can't believe I actually got this working, by the way. I have tried over and over again in the past to get raycasting to work. Let's give it a try. Okay. Oh, 10. I don't think we're more than 10 meters away. I feel that it's not working. Damn it! What if I tell it to just do vec 3 vertically is going to be -1. Now, it should be from R3 directly downwards. Hopefully that works. And oh, we're getting values. So this will be 1 and this will be 0. Hey, look at that. And if we back up, it's not doing anything. I think the problem is that I was using a vec 3 and not a direction value. We'll create a new variable and it'll be nod2 take nod1, I think. Then we'll try putting that in here and see if that helps, because that should give us a direction. I think I have to normalize it though. Do I just grab normalize? Is that what I do? Okay, something has happened. Oh, we're getting a backwards vector now, hopefully. And it's actually kind of doing something. I'm so confused. Oh, you know what? I think the vector is going the wrong way. So let's reverse this the other way around, and we're getting terrible garbage values. I wish I could visualize this. Kind of like how you can visualize beams. Oh, I wonder if I can use this debug drawer. Probably not, but we'll give it a try, because that was in GE, not vehicle stuff. If you don't know, GE is for game engine, and V or V-Lure or vehicles is all for vehicles. And that's where I'm working at the moment. I don't think they interact. Give it a try. Nope. Okay, doesn't like that. To do, temporary solution to draw from GE Lure side. What it's meant to do, apparently, is draw these cylinders. Okay. Lots and lots of problems. Used a lot in AI, but I don't think I understand. Okay. Last night, I was able to finally get this to work. I don't know what it was, but I got it working. If I rip the bumper off, I can see things are a bit weird. Wait, where did it go? What? Oh, so this I didn't know. Why is it not moving? With what? It's not moving with the car. That's why it was giving me weird data points. What the hell? What is even happening right now? That's not lined up with the bumper or the car. Oh, so I have to add it to the vehicle's position. I do believe that this is the function to get the position of the vehicle. We got the line, and it should be adding the position. Yes, I knew it was meant to be simple. Oh, boy, okay. All right, so we're not getting much of a change at all from getting close to this. So let's lift off the back. And, oh, okay, we are getting different data. All right, well, let's see what happens when we lift up the front then. And we are getting a bigger number, but it's not going, I'm so confused. Why is it a bigger number but not going away? All right, I've moved us to another part of the map, and it's still giving us erroneous data. So I think it might still be stuck to the middle of the world. I think I have it working now. Hold on, it's working this direction, but if I turn it around, damn it, it's not working. Ah, I was so, fuck. Holy shit, I've done it. I have finally been able to get a raycast to work, and it's working as intended. Oh, finally. I am very sure that I have it working, except this line seems to be just doing whatever the hell it was. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that the draw cylinder works the same as cast ray, which is disappointing because that would have been helpful. Oh. Okay, time to do more maths, yay! I just want to take a minute on that. I have been wondering about how to get raycasting to work in BeamNG for years, and there is so many things I want to do with it. I am now just a little bit giddy. I just wasted the last of all of day 2 trying to do one little thing that apparently I just completely underestimated WinRAR for. The ability to search for strings inside of compressed files. Oh my god. What I needed to do here was to be able to find the attached material, and this is going to be quite tricky normally to find. And I needed to go into the terminal, install a thing called zipgrep, and then figure out how to make this all work, and eventually it'll be able to search all of Common for this string to tell me that this is where the materials are. At this point in WinRAR, I'd be able to double click on it to open it up, but I now have to go open this up, navigate through the folders, then open up the materials just to find out that none of them actually have anything in there, and currently they're just placeholders. Yay! Okay, what next? I suppose I could import the ATV. I'm pretty sure that has, yes, headlights on it. Ah, crap. There's no materials file. It's only in here. Ooh, I'm kinda liking these ones on the hopper. Those are not the ones I'm looking at. These are what I'm looking at. How does that work? I like them with the mesh on them. That makes them look even more angry and aggressive. Just what I want to do when driving. Make people think I'm angry and aggressive. I'm causing more road rage with this, aren't I? Nope. I'm in the right here. It's the drivers that are wrong.
No, it's the children who are wrong.
Fuck me. What? You know what? I've done so much. There's something you can do for me. Before looking, try to guess how many subscribers you think I have. Due to a lack of place to mount it, I think I'm going to use the derby cage. This is going to be quite a big array. If the lights are about that size, I'm going to need the size. Where's the derby cage? And let's start making ourselves an array. I am going to have to try to figure out how many pixels I'm going to need for this. I'm gonna have to be very frugal with my letters here. If anybody remembers old having to put ads in newspapers, they charged per word or per letter, depending on who they were. I feel like I'm doing the same thing. So here are some choices. Stop tailgating would be the perfect one, but that's a lot of letters and a lot of little floodlights. Tailgating kind of works. Too close is a little nondescript, but it is good. And then there's a few more choice options, but I think too close is probably the winner here. And it looks to be about 6 dots per letter. Then an extra one for a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 6. That's nearly 50 little lights wide. That's a lot. That's 50 subdivisions. That's gonna be a very tight array. Actually, I can do this much more frugally. They are still gonna have to be considerably smaller, but you can get small floodlights. I think this will still work. I think we're gonna have to start by losing this, and then we'll just pretend that they're held in place. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Then make it an array of parts. Then add another array, but this time vertically. Perfect. This way, people won't know what it is until they get really close. Yes, I'm literally burning money to make sure that people get surprised by this. These power cables that I've added have added 12,000 more triangles. So maybe I won't put extra bracketry on there and people maybe hopefully just won't notice that I didn't put that in there, because that's a lot of extra triangles. I probably shouldn't have done that. Actually, how many do I have all together? That's 390,000 extra Okay, this is a problem. Now, this should be enough to start testing. All right, to start this off, we're just gonna put it in here and we're gonna make them turn on. And anti-tailgating system. Oh, well, it's going through the windows, and why is the rest not showing up? Oh dear. Oh my. Okay, let's relaunch. Perfect. Why is the lure not turning it on immediately? Come on, baby. Okay, no errors, but also no lights. I know why they don't want to work. It's because I'm an idiot. Oh my, how did I mess this up? Make this sign light on, then we put that in here. That's what I was meant to do. Why didn't the game just know what I wanted it to do? Okay, it doesn't know what that is either. Why? Why does it still not know? Clearly it's because I didn't save the file. And there we have it on. Yeah, except it's not very bright. But what we would really want is not just for it to go white, but also to have these little glowy orbs around. And then we'd have to line them all up as well. We are gonna have to make a lot of these. Oh dear. I really love this plugin. Like, it gives me nodes, it gives me beams, it can give me triangles, and it can even give me meshes. What it won't do, however, is props, unfortunately. I would love to be able to just use base translation right now. I think I can go base translation global, go back to my editing thing, and we'll start by grabbing the point right here. And then translate all of these over, one by one. Then the Y value, in you go, and the Z value. Okay, that's one. I don't think it's working. Okay. Oh, it is working. It's just facing the wrong way. I didn't realize this was directional. Huh. Let's try flipping it around here. Hey, would you look at that? It is working. Now, this is not going to be great, I'm going to be honest. That's not going to be very easy to see. I think we're going to have to make the not on lights be even darker. I think what we can do now is base color factor. Now, how does this work? I don't remember. All I want to do is like 0.5. I'll just make the glass look tinted. I broke it. Oh, I just had to relaunch the game for it to work. Okay. Lua Linux doesn't like names of files changing or directories changing. That's something I'll have to get used to. But, as you can see, it is a lot darker now, making it a little bit easier to tell. Let's switch this around, refresh, and then... Okay, I wonder what happens if we take off the glass on the front of the thing. So it's just like housing, light bulb, and then the grill shield. I wonder if that makes it a little bit easier to see. Actually, that is a little bit easier to see. And it's not like we're really losing anything because the bug splatter's all going to be on this side. Now it's just to put the flashy lighty thingies on. I'm a good English person, speak to. And now with all of these put in, let's give it a try. Oh, it's so bright. Jesus Christ. I feel there might be a bit of an issue going on here. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. I think I see the issue. I think I must have forgotten to put in different height values. Okay, it is working. Problem is it's too bright. I wonder, flare scale. Let's turn that to 0.1. Okay, that's working a lot better, but now it's not. Oh, Jesus Christ, you can see the amount of light spill it still has, though. I wonder, does this spill go on to the windshield? What's the sort of car that a person would use to tailgate in? Oh, right, the thing that's like a BMW. Wait, I don't see the lights at all? If I go to free cam, I see them in free cam. Hey, let's undo our change here, but they're very different. Our next stage is to turn this into alternating patterns. At the moment, it's saying 11.18 behind. Let's move the car back a little bit and see if we get a different value. Nope. Okay, we don't. What if I lift a car over it? Nope. I just realized I've only been testing it up until now on physical objects like buildings and the ground, but this is a car, which is fundamentally a very different thing. Shit. Yeah, having a look at the example, we have origin, target, which would be the direction, then includes terrain and rendered geometry. I assumed that rendered geometry included cars, but I think what they meant by rendered geometry are physical objects that are not the map, like buildings and boulders and stuff. I think I'm shit out of luck. What I can, however, do is have a look to see if there's potentially a BeamNG tech thing, because I know that there's LiDAR. How does it work? I don't really know. I think these are meant to be examples, but I don't think I know. Wait. Is this how I do it? I think this is how I do it. I am noticing that is all in game engine and not in vehicle lure. I don't know how to do this.
It's so fucked.
Well, it turns out that, yeah, the assertion was right. You can't use raycast to detect cars. It's really fun. I knew still that there was radar and all that LiDAR stuff. This is locked behind a BeamNG tech license, and since they don't list it and you have to contact them, I'm guessing that it's out of my price range for a little mod. So what I was trying to do was to get the location of two different vehicles. Unfortunately, if I'm on my main vehicle, it'll only ever detect the main vehicle through the code, because at the instance that the time that it's looking for the location of that car, it'll be that car, and getting the location of another car was not going to be possible, even if I went to another script to do it, to find it that way. So what I had to do was figure out ways to contact across folders and files from a controller to an extension to get what I needed. That was really goddamn hard. Now, if you're somebody like this guy, the maker of the Skyrider mod, well, probably wouldn't be that hard. But for me, oh my god, it took over a day to learn. So here's my controller, and in here I have to set an electrics value because I don't know how to send information freely from one folder to another. I know that electrics is fairly widely accessible from other folders, and in there I set the vehicle name, which I get from here from object get ID. And now in what I call the auto comparator, because it's in vehicle extensions auto as opposed to lure controller rear radar, we first make a list of all cars, then I read through the list to compare my car to their car using that value that I passed through with electrics value. Make sense? No? Suffer. Because unlike in the controller section, in the extensions auto section, I can get this to check every car, not just the one that it's currently working on during that particular time of computing that frame of the processing. I only vaguely understand this, so I'm probably not going to do a good job of explaining it. So I can ignore BeamNG Tech and have a readout of the distance between this car and that car. Except for some reason it's saying that it's like 0.007. But if I back away, it does increase. Because now that I'm close, oh god damn it, I've done something wrong. Oh, it's reading only that vehicle's location, not mine. The way in which BeamNG works. The game runs two instances of the vehicles, and during the rendering of each frame, it'll render one vehicle, then the next vehicle, and then it'll go through all of those for each frame. Basically, I had it described as a virtual machine per vehicle. So if this virtual machine is only ever pulling out one vehicle at a time, that's gonna be a problem. Makes sense? I hope so, because I'm really frickin' struggling here. If we print out the values, and if I move this one forward, I could see numbers increasing. Good. And if I move this one now, it's a little bit harder to see, but they are okay, so the values are changing. So why does it only ever go to world location? Ugh, I think I've gotten a step closer. Here I'm calling a thing from common detector, and then in common detector it's got this print, and then this prints it here. In BeamNG, it's printing everything I asked it for. Hallelujah. So that means I can connect common with vehicles. What that means is now I should be able to get all cars to work all at the same time. It seems that there's two lists now, and they're for different cars. Why are they separate tables? They're called the same table. It's just on a different vehicle. Wait, I think I know why. That way you can turn lights on and electric values for lights will be on, but not for the other one. But they'll be the same tables because they're all written exactly the same, because it's all drawing from the same thing. It's just different instances of it. How do I get my table to go across them? Fuck! It's been many hours. It's getting late at night. No, it's not. It's only 6:34. Okay, it feels like it's been a really long time. Wait, hold on. Does this just have the code I want? This is literally called Vehicle Vicinity App. I spent all day getting me into how to do GE Lure and send things over, and I got it working. But then today, it's not even working. Great. It turns out you have to load it in every single time in the console. See, there we go. And it's working. For now, we can just work with this and we'll get that figured out later. What we can see, however, is if I drive away, the distance increases. Now I go back to this one, and if I drive, the distance decreases and then gets bigger as I go past. Step 1. So at this point, I could just have, as you get closer, the light would come on. As you're getting closer behind, that would work perfectly, but as somebody comes this direction, going the other direction, it would blindingly shine back. We have now to find out, and apparently I have to use a thing called a dot product to find if the rotation matches the vehicle's location. So I have to find, I think, the direction of where the vehicle is, say it's in this direction, and then find the rotation between this to that. That should be the dot product. So I want to make it within, like, say 20 degrees, like a narrow LiDAR radar sort of scan from like a one sensor thing. I think this is how the dot product is meant to work. It's going to give me a value between 1 and -1. Currently we're at 1, and then it'll go down. And then we're starting to get into negatives, and then if I face the car perfectly, it is now at basically -1. Oh, goals. Let's check it at other axes though. The moment, nope, yeah, no, hold on. Is this just the vehicle's rotation? Oh, yep, okay. At the moment, since the vehicle is to my side, it should be 0.5. Oh wait, I think it's because it's meant to be this. Okay. Nope. Fuck. Then if I rotate, perfect. That's, yep, that's, It was just going to be a simple little line coming out of the back of the vehicle that said, hey, look, there's a vehicle here and it's this close. That's all I needed. Now look at this mod structure. It's going wild. Please, oh, please work. God damn it. Come on down. Give me, oh, son of a shit on you. Oh, I figured it out finally. It turns out that this had to be within this area. If it was in another if statement, it was just lost. I don't understand how that works, but okay. Basically, if they're side by side, the value will be about 0. If the car is directly behind, it'll be 1, and if it's in front, it will be -1. There you go, almost 1. Let's turn around, and 1. Same goes for the other direction, we're -1 in front of it, and if we go all the way around to behind it, we are now at 1. Perfect. Oh. Okay, we now have the distance away that the vehicle is, and we now have the rotation of the vehicle in relation to the other one. So all we have to do is trigger if it's within a certain amount of distance, and then trigger if it's within a certain number of rotation. Then I gotta learn how to put it back into the vehicle controller. How is this one being like almost as complicated as doing the wheels menu one? Holy shit. Basically, this is what we want. This is the game engine lure, and these are the virtual machines for each vehicle, but it goes through, I don't know what this is. Sure, I think that's UI stuff. Hence it says UI there. We were able to get stuff here, but now we need to send it back. Basically what I want is one of these 3 things. It's up to me to figure out which one, I suppose. I think it's this one? Maybe. So let's reload the lure. Okay, that's broken. Then reload oh no, it's all gone to shit! I think adding this should work. Nope, okay, yep, that's, no, very unhappy. Oh, I got it working! Oh my god, yes! For any of those playing at home, this was the return command, but this part here is set by this, which is the unique ID of the vehicle. I am so close! And I'm returning it as an electrics value because it kinda needs to be, because I'm not loading an extension, I'm loading a controller, and I don't know how to get from extension to, I'm just gonna do an electrics value. So we're going to need to do 2 things now with our new values that we have back in our vehicle lure. The first one is we're going to have to measure the distance to see if any vehicle is too close. Then we're also going to check if it's within the cone of detectable range. Then we're going to start turning this all the way up, which shouldn't be too hard. This sort of stuff I've done a lot of. Finally! Easy street. Shouldn't have said that. I need to also find the distance because what is it meant to be, like a 3-second gap? I need vehicle speed, which I can get, and I have the distance. So what is distance is speed over time? Oh god, it's been a really long time since I've done this sort of maths. Oh, thank god I can solve for time here. Is that gonna give me a result? Oh. I just realized that I'm working on the vehicle position, not the node position at the back of the vehicle, so I'm gonna have to take that into account. Now, I should have the math set up for time set down. So I'm 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So this is the time in which I am behind. So if we try to get an eyeball, okay, yeah, we're at 1.2 seconds. What if we get right up in the tailgate? And okay. That works. Though I should probably add in the distance to the sensor. So if we bring up node position relative to the car, then RB2 that we're looking at like a week ago is 2.2 meters behind. 2.2. Okay, next problem. Now we can ask if it's within a certain range, then we can ask if it's within a certain angle of being within the cone of detection. So if you're within 3, then another if statement, because we need to now find the direction, which here I've labeled dot, or it's like I'm knocking down dominoes now. 2 divided by 360, because positive 1 to negative 1. Then I want it to be about 20%, so 20 of that. So if it's greater than 0.111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111111 we should be good. Then, how do we do this? We're going to turn electrics values up. I think since I want the range to be variable on what it's doing, I'm going to have the dot first. So this can do its thing and end. When it gets really close, I think I want to flash intermittently the other things back and forth to really, really annoy them. This is a little bit of just math I did to basically give me a 0 to 1 value of how close they are in seconds. So if it's greater than 1, then you will become this. And it should, oh my god, immediately just on or off. Oh. Well, that's not great. I suppose I have to look at how Spotlight works. I'm looking in the root directory of vehicles, and apparently I can set a prop light, and I'm guessing this has to do with it being turned on and that new sort of light system where the lights slowly turn on. Found that dumping vdata.props has found that I can look at the deform group, and luckily I have a deform group, so now I should be able to find all of the deform groups for these, and then we should be able to start working on that. I'm struggling here. Okay, I'm able to find a whole bunch of props, including specifically the ones that are BX roll cage. Okay, what do I do with this information? All right, test 639. Test number 640. Turn it on. Oh. That's a thing. So, apparently I can set prop values here. Hell yeah! Okay, now just gotta do that all the time. That's gonna be fun. Let's just plug these values in here. Test to make sure nothing is broken. Good. Wait, why is it on? This is a problem. Oh wait, I turned these lights on by default, so they haven't been switched off yet. Now we refresh, and good, we're at 0. And we're gonna get the speed up and going, then get our Speedy Gonzalez car to come up behind. I should probably get a faster vehicle, to be honest, because this takes a little while to catch up every single time. We should be within 3 seconds. You son of a bitch. Wait, I know what it was. I stopped calling the function altogether. All right, let's get close. Oh, okay, whoa, it worked almost perfectly. It's not going back down. Oh wait, I think I know why it's not going back down. Oh, hello. Yep, that's a thing. Oh boy, yep. But hey, look at that. They do turn on and then they do get brighter. Yes! I think that's it. I think we're done. Okay, well. Thanks, cruise control. Now, I want to show this to some people, but I'm going to have to do it in BeamMP. And I'm running on Linux right now, so, ooh, boy, that's going to be an interesting one. Drive next to me, let's pull off. Let's say that I'm just driving along, minding my own business, and then you come up and start tailgating me.
Okay, yeah. Oh! And it's a double whammy because I've got 0 FPS.
I have noticed that the frame rate is considerably dropped.
Wow. That is a big, yeah. That would make me pull back because I can't. Whoa, it's laggy. That is so bright.
It's smoothing out a bit for me. I'm getting at least 15 FPS right now.
Yeah.
But it gets brighter as you get closer as well.
The yellow one is.
And then it flashes if you get too close to be like a total.
Oh, right.
This is kind of exactly what I want. Somebody to get close to me and then crash, so then they won't ever do it again.
It's actually like proximity sensitive.
Yep.
Too close, it's flashing and I can see on my GPU graph, like, it's actually dropping off a cliff because I guess is it CPU bound this? What's going on?
It might, you know, I don't actually know how these are made.
Now, if 2 cars spawn this, that would probably crash my game, right?
I think I encountered a bug just yesterday night. If somebody else spawns in an identical version of it, it will stop working for the first car.
Right. Oh, you've turned it off in the tunnel. No?
No. You just weren't close
enough.
enough.
It's really different in the tunnel. It's like not on in the tunnel.
Really? I see it on mine.
If I drive straight behind you, it's fine, but if I go over here, it kind of disappears completely.
Well, yeah, because you have to be behind me for it to work.
Oh,
you don't want it
right,
to
okay.
like get people in the cornering lanes,
That's
do
cool.
you?
Right. So is it a circle around you, or is it like a beam of light?
Originally, I was using cast-ray, which is basically ray casting, and that took me like 2 days to figure out, and then it turns out that it doesn't pick up cars. So that was a big waste of time. Then I found it. Oh my god, okay, yep, that's the thing you've done. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen if I do this on my real car. But,
yeah.
oh god, frame rate is horrible.
Yeah.
I can tell when you're behind me and not just because the lights are going on or off, but because the thing frickin' gives me frame rate for a second. Oh yeah, you know how with automation cars, if you have lots of lights on it, it starts to cause lag.
Yes.
When you brake and stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what's happening. This thing has like 100 light sources on it, so it's pretty intensive. I'm gonna turn my graphics down because this is insane. What do you think? Should I put this on my real car at home?
Is that legal?
Maybe not that big. Maybe I'll just put a little, like, screen and hang it on my boot.
Well, I think you should. I think you should, like a little dot matrix and a...
I think I would love it. Because tailgating has gotten out of hand.
Yeah, I have a good method. I put my windscreen washers on, and it sprays all their front windscreen.
Yeah, if you have a windshield washer that, like, sprays over the top of the car, that tends to work pretty well. Anyway, I'm glad that you liked it.
That is really cool. Yeah. There's so much lag. I'm going 120. Oh
god.
no. There you go.
Oh, why? You know, this will be so good against Audi drivers or BMW drivers. I am intrigued.
Hold on.
Oh my god, this slows down the FPS. Like every time you turn it on, it goes to like 5 FPS.
Oh, did you see it? Did you?
I did a little bit. Yes.
Oh, bugger. All right. You know what? Start tailgating me. I'm just gonna go up to a speed and start tailgating me.
Okay, I'm tailgating you as we speak.
Ah! Oh, frame rate. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Hold on.
Your frame rate.
Let's retry. I need to turn my quality settings down.
But
Jesus.
But I've seen the text.
Damn it.
Yes, this
gave it
will be
away.
so useful. This is so useful. This will be so good against Audi drivers here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, can I get closer now?
Yeah. You start tailgating.
Too close. Oh, you did. You brake checked me.
Nah, not
on
on
the
my
lowest
screen.
graphics, too close, and there was something else for a second.
Yeah, if you get really close. You know, okay, you know what? I'll go a little bit faster. Hold on.
I'm getting closer.
Because it's speed dependent.
Oh! It turns yellow wild and invertly flashes. Wow. And I keep hitting your back. You could like maybe make it like market viable by making it just a tad little bit smaller and more aerodynamic and maybe inside the car.
Well, I just wanted to have one that could... Oh my god, thank you.
Oh my goodness gracious. I just wanted to make it clear that you are too close. That's way better.
I just wanted this one to be super obnoxious for BeamNG.
No, for the thumbnail.
Sure, yes, for the thumbnail. See, the weird thing is this works smoothly in single player.
But yeah.
The moment I'm in BeamNP, it's like having a heart attack. Well, Jesus. This has been quite the ride. Thank you to Carmarty and Simulator Adventures for popping out to help me film the end of this video. There was a little bit of BeamNP trouble that I had to edit out. There seems to be some syncing issues, and beware that if you use this mod, and the lights will unfortunately absolutely tank your frame rate. In single player, it's not so bad. I'm trying to get the car behind me to trigger it, but for some reason, it's just not really triggering very much. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so even the single player now, it's weird. When I was doing it earlier, it wasn't a problem, but now it's just like, yeah, you know what? You don't need frame rate. Maybe it's something to do with vehicles being controlled as well, because when I was testing it, all I'd done was put it down from ultra to high, and then set a car onto cruise control, and then followed it. There was nothing controlling it other than just like a speed governor sort of thing. So, yeah, I don't really know what you're gonna do about that if you want to use this mod yourself. What's happening up here? I don't usually drive with traffic, but this is such a traffic-related mod. Oh my god, I can't believe how much of a faff this video turned into. It was pretty darn wild. It was meant to be probably just like 2 days, maybe 3. But the whole cast Ray not picking up cars was just a real kick in the dick. Thanks for everybody joining, and thanks for people that were commenting on the last video. There was a lot of people that were basically saying this sort of stuff of like, oh my god, he's back, thank you, and thank you as well for having me back. And coming out into force, like 35,000 views for my channel is actually pretty darn good. Then there was also a bunch of people that were saying stuff like Robert here was saying, talking about the face and appreciating it. This one was a little, less appreciating and a little bit more what I'd expect from a throwaway joke that was meant to be weird. There were a few people though saying that they spend like so much time selecting wheels and this had saved them time. And I'm gonna be honest, I have heard from a dev at least that it is very unlikely that this is gonna happen because of the technical limitations of loading lots of images when it comes to their menu system that they've got. And if you ever try to open up the car selection menu, kinda just like this, see how it takes a while to load? Now imagine that with a lot more rims, but I do think I have an idea to solve that issue, so maybe we'll do that one day. And then there was comments like this. There wasn't too many of them, but kind of making me feel better about my lack of ability to code, which I think I am starting to finally overcome. Thank God for being medicated for ADHD, am I right? Jesus. I can actually sit down and learn things for once. But I also did get some help from some people, so thank you very much for that. But yeah, I don't think I'm quite on the level of a proper actual coder. I've watched the Primogen. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Most of his stuff that he does goes right over my head though. I appreciate the words of encouragement. For now though, everybody, I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye. Move! Get out of my way!